Welcome everybody to a review of The Kiss the Blood Off My Hands from 1948, and this is the third film in the Universal Noir #1 box set. A box set that is looking really rather quite strong so far, and this is a film directed by Norman Foster, who also did the superb Woman on the Run, and this clocks in at 79 minutes long. So like Woman on the Run, it's actually quite short. But yeah, this stars Joan Fontaine, who was in The Excellent Suspicion, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and as well as Burt Lancaster. I've seen it in a huge number of films. I think it's about 18 films that I've seen him in so far. But he was notably in the likes of Sweet Smell of Success, The Killers, Brute Force, Criss Cross, and Sorry Wrong Number, as well as starring Robert Newton, who was in Odd Man Out, which is also a really rather good late 40s film. So this is about Bill Saunders, played by Burt Lancaster, who is a former prisoner of war living in England whose experiences have left him unstable and violent. He gets into a bar fight in which he kills a man and then flees. He hides out with the assistance of a nurse, Jane Wharton, played by Joan Fontaine, who believes his story that the killing was an accident. So, even though this third film in the box set could have done with a slightly more satisfying conclusion, this nonetheless managed to do a great deal in such a short running time, while the two leads are really rather great. And the opening scene is also fantastic with its tense chase scene. Throughout London, which the London setting is also really rather well used and nicely shot. The pacing is on point. It is predominantly engrossing. The score is well done, and I found the two leads to be convincing when it came to their feelings for one another, which isn't an instantaneous thing, by the way, in terms of, loving one another like some films in this kind of genre. There is a bit of a rocky road along the way. In fact, our lead character actually goes into jail at one point for assaulting a policeman and trying to rob another person. So, but just a shame though that the open-ended conclusion feels rather rushed and makes for a somewhat incomplete experience, because, it feels like you're not sure whether or not these two are actually going to make it as a couple, or hell, even our lead character played by Burt Lancaster is even going to make it outside of in normal public life. So, I wish it had a few more minutes extra on it, because it does feel a little bit rushed when it comes to the ending, which is a little bit of a shame. So even though again I give this 4 out of 5 like I've given the previous two, it is my least favourite of the first 3 that I've seen. So but it is still a well worth effort, especially given its London setting is a little bit different to the usual setting in like American cities that we see with these film noirs. So it does have that going for it, but like I said, I just wish the ending was a little bit more satisfying. But still, the rest of the film is excellent. So do highly recommend this. If you've seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But if you haven't, again, if you're enjoy the films of these two actors before, then you will hopefully enjoy this to some extent. Even though it's nowhere near as good as the best of Burt Lancaster's films, because he's done some excellent films before that I've given 4.5 or 5 stars before. So not as great as those, but still really rather a solid effort. And again, another really good release in this box set. So nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.